The big dig we've been chronicling underway tonight after a day of finally clear skies in western New York. Folks there are finally able to leave their homes and assess the situation after receiving over 7 feet of snow in some places. The death toll stands at 13. And the problem now, of course, all that snow is about to mean a lot of water. NBC's Rahema Ellis is in Hamburg, New York, where a total of nearly 80 inches fell. Rahema, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. Even for folks here, this is a lot to handle. Essentially a year's worth of snow in a week's time. Emerging from their homes in Hamburg for the first time in 4 days, residents began the enormous task of digging out from 7 feet of snow.
I haven't worked out in a while, so it's been a pretty good workout.
Dozens of roofs like this have collapsed under the heavy weight of several feet of snow. Officials now worry that many other buildings with flat roofs are at risk. Homeowners aren't taking any chances and are clearing the roofs. Were you feeling nervous about the potential for structural damage?
Yeah, we heard a little bit of creaking a couple days ago.
And with rising temperatures, a new threat.
The warming will bring melting. Melting will bring water. Water will bring floods.
Today, fire crews from New York City headed north to help. 1,600 trucks have hauled away 32,000 tons of snow.
We're right near 20A.
But the view from the air clearly shows that's just the beginning. People struggling to get to work. Carl Fruhoff was able to make it to work to fill prescriptions for customers in need. You were the only one open.
Exactly. Well, I mean, the 3 feet of snow in the parking lot has a lot to do with it, and obviously no one can get out. But my wife and I own it, and we believe that we need to be here when people need their medicine.
Snowmobiles picked up Buffalo Bills players so they could travel to Detroit for Monday's relocated game. And in neighborhoods across the city,
this is where Buffalo is at its finest, and everybody's here to help each other out.
You didn't think twice about coming out to help your neighbors?
No, not at all. We do it all the time.
The New York Thruway has now reopened to essential vehicles only. Travel bans remain on other roads. But tonight, a real potential threat, and that is of flooding. They have started moving pumps and equipment into place to handle what they say is melting, significant melting, that could begin as early as this weekend. Brian?
Rahema Ellis in the thick of it in western New York tonight. Rahema, thank you. All of this leads us to meteorologist Janice Huff in the Weather Center. And Janice, what are we looking at as temperatures rise pretty quickly this weekend?
Exactly, Brian. The flood watch for this area goes into effect Sunday and lasts through Wednesday of next week. And that's 5 counties between Buffalo and the Pennsylvania border. You mentioned how much snow has fallen. Up to 7 feet of snow on the ground since Monday when it began and it ended today. That's the water equivalent of about 6 inches of water. All of that is going to start melting as the temperatures rise this weekend. Now, first, the snow bank will actually absorb some of the melting, but then they're expecting about a ½ inch of rain coming in with a front. And that will increase the melting as well. And then by Monday morning, the temperatures will be in the 50s, maybe close to 60 by the afternoon, which will exacerbate the melting. And all of this will continue into the middle of the week before any of the rivers or streams will crest. So once it starts to melting, it's going to take a long time before the waters recede. Brian, back to you.
That's a 30-degree change. That's going to mean a lot of water. Janice, thank you as